Hi, this video is for anyone who has symptoms of prolapse at the moment. So they may be new enough symptoms, or you might have them for a while. You might have good and bad days, and this is just one of those days where you feel that heaviness, you feel that sort of dragging sensation. You may have a little bit of urgency, and you just find that as the day goes on, things get heavier and your symptoms get worse. So what we're going to do is lie down and try to offload the pelvic organs. So one element is trying to take the pressure off those ligaments that might be stretching and allowing your bladder, your back passage, or your uterus to move downwards. And the other element then is strengthening the muscles underneath. So on a day like this where the advice is not to go for your walk, not to go for your run, not to lift weights, try to avoid lifting toddlers, that if you are going to spend time doing your exercises, that you're doing ones that are going to really prepare you for the future when things are better, for those good days, so you can still be doing a little bit of work without irritating it. So turning your pelvis upside down is how we just sort of coax those pelvic organs back to where they should be. And then to create a nice relaxed environment, we're just going to do our breathing. So breathing in, feel your tummy rise, and breathe out, feel your tummy fall. Breathe in, tummy rise, and breathe out. So we want to make sure those tummy muscles are nice and relaxed. So the first thing you look out for, particularly if you haven't been physio already, is that your tummy does rise when you breathe in and it does fall. And sometimes when you have that feeling of prolapse, it can be very stressful. It can just build up tension, and if you are somebody who holds it in your tummy, you might unconsciously be squeezing in around the tummy, and that creates that sort of downward effect as you increase the pressure in your tummy. So breathe in and breathe out. So while you're lying down here, that anti-gravity movement is doing its thing, and we're going to start bringing in some pelvic floor exercises, okay? So nice and relaxed through your legs, through your back passage, through your front passage. Breathe in, feel your tummy rise. Breathe out, feel your tummy fall. Breathe in and breathe out. So your diaphragm and your pelvic floor move the same direction as you breathe in. They move downwards. As you breathe out, they move upwards. So we're going to squeeze the pelvic floor as they're moving upwards, okay? So breathe in and breathe out, just squeezing up around your back passage, up around your front passage, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it relax. So your pelvic floor is moving up towards your chest, and it's giving that extra little bit of a push to those pelvic organs, putting them back in place. So the stronger they are, and the more support you have through the pelvic organs. And today's not a day to be doing them in standing, because they're already tired. If you have that feeling of pressure, they're working already. So breathe in and breathe out, pulling up through your back passage and front passage. We're going to hold for 10. Make sure you keep breathing, so that breathing might get a little bit higher around your ribs. Breathe in and out, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let the whole lot release. And make sure you give it a full 10-second release. And while it's releasing, just bring your arms up over your head. Breathe in, feel your tummy rise. Breathe out, feel your tummy fall. Come back and just bring your hands in an inch and down an inch from your hip bones, so you can feel that those deep pelvic floor exercises also trigger the activation of the deep tummy muscles. So breathe in and breathe out, pulling up through your back passage, front passage, and holding it there for 10, 9. You're going to feel a bit of tension across your lower tummy muscles. Still breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it go. Okay, so if you're finding it hard to connect with your pelvic floor, a cue that I use a lot in my practice is to visualise that you have a straw stuck up your bottom, dipped in a glass of water, and you're going to be pulling up through that straw. And it's particularly useful if you find that your tummy muscles are clenching when you breathe out. And make sure when you are breathing out that it's just a gentle breath out. So you can never tell you're doing your pelvic floor exercises by looking at you. It's just breathe in, breathe out, pull up through that imaginary straw. So breathe in, breathe out, pull up through that imaginary straw, and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good stuff. And relax. Relaxing out through your back passage, front passage. Breathe in, breathe out, pull up through that straw. So very much back passage at the front passage, and feel that tension, and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5. Don't forget to breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it go. Really good. And get that nice release. Arms up overhead. Feel the ribs moving outwards, and come down. Hug your knees up to your chest. That's it. Get a nice little stretch. Bring your knees out. So just stretching out between your knees. That's it. And come back to the center. Drop down knee by knee. Hands on your tummy. Breathe in. And breathe out. Pull up really strong and hard for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Very good. Okay, so if you feel you can bring up one leg, breathe in, breathe out, activate through your core. So that's the exact same thing as squeezing your pelvic floor. Hold up one leg, pull up through that imaginary straw and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Leg, release your pelvic floor. Give it a nice release. Now if you're having a day where even a movement like that can irritate it, just stay with that upside down movement. Breathe in and breathe out. Upside down position, I should say. Breathe out, lift up, pull up through your back passage, front passage. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. That's it, so release that full 10-second release. Just allow the pelvic floor to fully relax before you go again. And also we're giving ourselves plenty of time so you don't notice the time passing with your pelvis tipped upside down. Breathe in and breathe out. Pull up really, really strong. Lift up one leg. Hold there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down and relax through the pelvic floor. Breathing in, your tummy rises. Breathe out, your tummy falls. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's go again with the other leg. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, the pelvic floor is the boss. Pull up through the imaginary straw or squeezing up around back passage, front passage. Lift up your leg. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, bring the pillows out. And we're just going to breathe in, arms out, breathe out, roll your knees to the side. Hold there for breath in. And breathe out, just roll to the side. So nice and relaxed. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Good stuff. Just coming back to that lying position. Imagine your thighs are like the legs of a U, the letter U, and across your pelvis is the base of that letter U. So you've got that U shape in front of you. We're going to breathe in, okay? And on the breath out, you're going to visualize your knee pulling in towards your hips and your hips pulling in towards each other. So you're narrowing the base of the U's and you're narrowing the legs of the U's, okay, as we breathe out. And you'll find that your pelvic floor is going to be kicking in, but you're really pulling through the pelvic floor as well. So breathe in and breathe out, pulling up through that imaginary straw, narrowing the base of that U and pulling those knees right in towards your pelvis, and you'll feel that the muscles there across the hips will kick in a little bit for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Bring your hands down to the glutes there, knee to the side of your hip. Relax everything out. Breathe in, breathe out. Pull up through your imaginary straw. Pull, 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 pull. Then draw your knees in towards your pelvis. Draw the base of the U's in towards each other. Feel a little bit of a squeeze in those glutes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good stuff. Hands by your side and relaxing out through your pelvic floor. We're going to do pelvic floor squeeze again. We're going to bring in bridging. So again, some more of that upside down movement. Breathe in and the breath out. Pull up through your pelvic floor. Roll back. Lift your tailbone and just lifting your spine vertebra by vertebra to your up, balancing between your shoulder blades. Hold there for breath in. And on the breath out, slowly, slowly, slowly roll down. Breathe in again. Breathe out, switching on the pelvic floor, back passage, front passage, up through that imaginary straw. Come up and you're going to feel your glutes kicking in. Hold there for breath in, and on the breath out, slowly down. Breathe in again. Breathe out, pulling up through back passage, front passage. Come all the way up, hold there for breath in. Keep that pelvic floor squeeze, and then slowly roll down. Bring your heels and knees together, hands out wide, just roll the knees side to side again. Just getting a nice bit of release through your tongue, through your lower back. Really good. Reach your legs away, arms up overhead. Breathe in and out. And breathe in and out. Just turn over onto your side. Like this. And together in front. Knees bent about 90 degrees. Ankles, hips in line. Breathe in. And on the breath out, we'll lift up, open out your chest. And rotate that upper body. Try and get your hand right back behind you on the floor. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. And again. Come back to the centre. And again, breathe in. And breathe out, rotate all the way back. Hold it there for breath in and out. Breathe in again. And back to the centre. And just bring your hand under your head, hand onto your pelvis. And we'll just do a few little clam exercises to keep those glutes stimulated. Go for 10, 9, 8. So make sure there's no rotation in your pelvis. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give your muscles a little thump, and we're going to do them with the pelvic floor switched on. So breathe in, nice and relaxed through your tummy. Breathe out, pull up through your back passage, front passage, and keep that squeeze. Go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Over to the other side. And we'll start with our stretch. So knees, bend your front, hands together, breathe in, and on the breath out, you lift up, reach all the way back, opening out through your chest, getting that back hand down onto the floor. Breathe in and out, and breathe in and out. One more, breathe in and breathe out. Come back to the center, breathe in again and breathe out. Reach all the way back, holding it there for breath in and out. Breathe in and out. Come back to the center. We're bringing some clam, hand on your pelvis, ankles, hips, shoulders in line, and let's go with the clam. Okay, so these should be perfectly safe because we're not in upright position, we're not loading through the prolapse on a bad day, but also we're just strengthening around it because we have to strengthen the pelvic floor. We need to offload the bladder to prevent and treat on the bad days, but we also need to build up the strength of the whole core around the glutes, around the whole body to help support the pelvic floor in its job. Okay, and give your muscles a nice little pump. And one more, breathe in. Breathe this time with the pelvic floor. Pull up through your back passage, front passage, and let's bring in those 10 clam. That's it. So of course, if you have symptoms of prolapse, it's really important that you go to see your GP or your physio and you just get checked out before you start your management program. These exercises are safe to do at any time. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Give the muscles a nice little pump and just come over on all fours for a little bit of movement through the spine. Pelvic tilt, so round your back and arch, round, up and arch. Again, just to loosen out those tummy muscles if they're tight. Round, up and arch. Sit back on your heels, widen out the knees and stretch through your hands. Breathe in and out and breathe in and out. Come up onto your knees, drop one arm down, side bend up and over and switch to the other side. Bring both arms together in the front and reach up, drop one arm down, side bend up and over and switch to the other side. Perfect. I hope you found that video good. If you want to have a look more at my program, go on to myfitphysio.com. Otherwise, use this exercise on the day where you have that feeling of pressure. Okay, take care now. Bye-bye.